With the soon-to-be release of Update 1.2 on Honkai Star Rail, players are no doubt eager to pull their long-awaited favorites. Alongside an entire slew of new content, this update is looking to be the biggest for the game yet. So let's take a look into some of the more fun aspects of this update. We really can't go anywhere without talking about the two new banners for this update. So let's kick things off with the man who keeps talking about 5 people, Blade. Blade is, strictly, a better Arlen. Much of his toolkit scales off of his maximum health, unlike Arlen's health differentials. You know how you probably hate getting all of those HP stat relics and ornaments?
Oh my god. Oh hell no, man. What the fuck?
Well, you finally have a use for them. No need to waste your entire life trying to grind the perfect sets. HP is perfectly fine. You know what else has HP? Why, this perfectly fine relic set, of course. The Longevous Disciple set not only grants maximum HP, it also helps increase its crit rate with all 4 of them. Generally building up crit rate / damage items can be perfectly time consuming, but this will make building Blade that much easier. Just think of all the health he'll have. Guess who else is in this banner? Arlen. My boy gets his chance to be in a limited banner. If you see my video on him, and you want to try him out, then now is the time to pull. Just remember that I am not legally responsible if you somehow gamble your life savings away. Don't do what this guy did. What's that? You want to build crit for both of these two characters, but you keep getting screwed over your cavern runs? Have no fear, for the based alphas behind Honkai Impact Surge have you covered. Introducing World 7 of Simulated Universe. Finally, we have another addition to this fabulous game mode, and these 2 relics are sure to get you all hyped up for sure. Introducing Rutilant Arena. Not only does it increase your crit rate, but when your current crit rate is equal to or greater than a certain percentage, the wearer's basic attack and skill damage increases. Sure sounds a little familiar. A little too familiar. I hope you're ready because Arlen and Blade are about to go critical. Natasha is available to all players as you play through the main story. Being one of the few healers in the game, especially free to play, she's someone very valuable to the non-whales. It's expected that players aren't as keen on pulling her even for the Eidolons, but considering we only have 2 other healers, and both are 5 stars, it's not too bad to get an Eidolon for her if you actually manage to. And here we have the one character I actually have E6 on, Su Shang. Due to having naturally higher speed than others due to her talent Eidolons, she'll adore the Space Ceiling set. Picking up multiple copies of her won't be such a bum deal if you invest some time into her. Trust me, I know. And you know, speed sure is a great stat, letting you move first, synergizing with advancing forward skills, etc. You know who loves speed? Asta. Her ultimate gives a nice speed bonus, but what if we go higher?
I'm gonna go higher!
Messenger Traversing Half-Curve Space is the definitive speed set. Not only do you get more speed, but when you use your ultimate on an ally, you get even more speed. With more speed comes more action. More actions equals toughness break, which means more break effect. That right there is enough to sell you on this, but also means more skill points the more you have support units performing basic attacks. If Blade wasn't enough, we have the definitive unit that'll rock the whales to their very core.
Mommy? Sorry, mommy? Sorry, mommy?
Kafka's entire kit revolves around enhancing DLT, and considering her banner is nothing but DLT specialist, you can only imagine the untold excitement housed within me. The most enticing thing, to me, is her skill, Caressing Moonlight. It deals lightning damage similar to Serval, albeit far weaker, but its main damage comes from the second part. If the target is already taking DLT, then it'll immediately deal damage equal to 100% of all current DLT the enemy has. Just think of all the builds I could come up with if I can just get her. But there's more than just the residential mother. There's also the other new unit, Luca. His kit revolves around dealing that sweet extra damage to targets his bleed, as well as inflicting it. And while I still messed up on the bleeds ranking in my break effect video, you can be rest assured I won't make the same mistake here. If you don't get Su Shang, then there's always break build Luca. However, don't quote me on that when he officially comes out. As much as I can talk series, things can always change upon release. Good old Sampo is here, and what a great time to pick him up. I've had my fair share of Nihility runs with him in Simulated Universe. Each was as slightly entertaining as the first. Picking up his Eidolons isn't a bum deal either. E1 will let his skills deal an additional strike. Solid. The Eagle and Musketeer sets are popular choices for him. And last, but not least, Serval. Everyone gets it for free, so you'll no doubt find at least one Eidolon if you push for this set. E2 and E6 are particularly spicy. so it's not bad if you manage to pull it off. Gaining additional energy by triggering a talent alongside bonus damage is utterly electrifying. The banners are looking to be real exciting to pull from. With 2 very enticing banners, particularly the Kafka one, the hype is absolutely real. But more than that is the fact that we finally get more story content. Chances are you've already caught up. You're sitting at Trailblazer level 60 and are just grinding out whenever you can. Well, at long last, our sanity is saved. I've been very much looking forward to continuing the campaign, especially with the fact that we get a brand new Echo of War. What are my thoughts on Fantilia? Well, I'm glad you asked. But we're not done just yet. There's also the upcoming companion quests and events. This, coupled with the additional 10 free special passes, we're looking to have one busy update. There is one important part of this entire kit and caboodle, undeniably the greatest part of this update, and that is Double Cavern Relic Grind.
Huh?
Yep, that's right. More than the banners, the story, and the events, it's this that I'm most happy about. Hear me out now. At this point in the game, you're building teams for Memory of Chaos. Everyone's a crit 4, and you're at the mercy of RNG whether or not you get good substats. To make matters worse, you also need good planners, which are only available in Simulated Universe for a price. Herd coins are limited and come once a week, and Trailblaze power is far too precious to waste on planners. So why shouldn't I relish at the chance to expand my relic collection? Especially if it means more salvaging for relic XP. I, for one, am ready for some treasure hunting. Just be prepared for when you don't get what you want.
Hey yo, what the fuck?